What's up? How's it going? Steven. Glad you could get in here. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. And hopefully the start of this week goes pretty smoothly. I'll talk about it more throughout the stream probably, and more so at the end. Friday was the first day I actually had been affected with this COVID-19 thing. I don't have it, so don't panic. But Friday, they actually told us not to get in for work. And I was actually told today that we're not going to be working the rest of this week. So, I'm going to be trying to do more content here on YouTube, maybe a couple of vlogs this week. We'll see how that works out, and also going to be trying to get on a little bit earlier throughout the week too, doing some streams, trying to do more content as well. And Rez, hello. But yeah, we'll see how it's all gonna go. Don't really know, to be honest with you. Again, I never expected it to actually hit my job, so it's gonna be a little weird. Anyway, let's not focus on that. Everybody's always talking about COVID-19 these days, and let's try not to talk about it too much tonight. So, Nair Replicant. I think I've said that right. Hopefully I've said that right. Been busy as fuck. I mean, that's sometimes good. Sometimes when you're busy, like I've had a fairly busy day as well. Makes the days go by a little bit faster. Kind of keeps your mind off things. But yeah, Nair Replicant. Rez, did you hear about it? And Steven? No, we talked about it a little bit. I didn't really have a whole lot of time to actually stay on my phone on Discord today, but I'm excited. I actually wanted to play the prequel game to Nier Automata. And I always figured that it would be a little bit tough. I know you could do like PlayStation Now, or you could hunt it down on PlayStation 3 and play it like that. But yeah, oh man. And apparently, from what you were saying on Discord, this is like the version that Japan got, which is even more exciting to me. Because I'll feel a little less noobish. I'm pretty excited about it though. So tonight I'm gonna try to keep things busy. Gonna mess around with the Gunbreaker a little bit. Going to play as the Summoner, of course. And do my Beast Trap quest stuff with the Fisherman. A few miscellaneous things along the way, that's pretty normal for me, but other than that, it's gonna be not a long night. I started on pretty late. I still actually have to wake up and go to my job tomorrow to set up some things for temporary unemployment while this COVID-19 business has us shut down. And just got a lot to figure out as well tomorrow, so really going to not make it too short of a night, but not going to be on here too long either. Again, I actually started on pretty late as well. Super excited. Yeah, I'm pretty excited as well. Wanted a new game, but you will be getting, that's cool. A new game would have been nice too, so to speak. I mean, for me, it is a new game, technically, because I've never played it before, but I feel ya. It definitely looks like it's, it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm curious as far as the differences there will be from Nier Automata to that game, and how many possible multiple endings this game will end up having as well. I guess we'll see, though. I guess we'll see. What's up, Minato? If you get the Nair game, as long as they keep it mostly the same. Really, you don't have to play through it multiple times. 4 endings. That's cool. I kind of like that too. Don't get me wrong. I loved playing through Nier Automata. But the first 2 playthroughs, it's basically the same game. They have their differences, you know, one you're 2B, then you're non-S, and then, you know, we know how the story plays out. And, you know, the third one's basically completely different. But, you know. I would like to see more of a straightforward gameplay than, like, I don't know, I did actually like the multiple perspective thing as well, so even if they did it that way, I wouldn't complain, really. I'll probably complain if I die a lot, but, you know. I'm sure it'll be fun. Doing good? Oh, I'm doing alright. Been better, been worse. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Hopefully things go well. Let's go ahead and just get some of the usual stuff out of the way. So, Minato, did you hear about Replicant? I'm sure you did. Honestly, it was a pretty big announcement. I actually had 2 tweets, one in Japanese and then one in English this morning, and a YouTube video. I can't remember whose video it was. But somebody was like super excited about it. You haven't? Oh. Endings 2 just adds more story. 3 and 4 are the only truly different endings. I feel ya. Minato, it's another Nier game. It's like a prequel game. That was actually, it's technically, I guess, I don't think it's a remake, it's more of a remaster type deal, but it did read that they were reworking some mechanics in it, so that's cool. I also read that it was going to go to PC, PS4, and Xbox One, which is really cool as well. Very hard to get and lose all your data. I don't even know if I've seen it. Unless you're talking about the other one. Ooh, 72. So far, not a great not frame GP. It's okay, though. Kind of just want to get this stuff out of the way, mostly. Though I can get to actually running some other content. Not a great non-frame GP. Don't have a gate right now. I'll have to wait 10 minutes and don't really want to waste the time right now, so gonna go ahead and just do these Beast Tribe quests and get those out of the way. No story with it tonight. It's the good old clicking X and talking to you guys. So what's the gameplay like in it? I'm guessing, are these 2 androids? I read that it was a brother and a sister, so I'm guessing they're not. And if that's the case, I'm wondering how the gameplay is gonna be like. You know how like 2B and non-S, like, you know, they have the little weird speed run kind of thing they do. Like, I'm wondering what the basic differences in the actual gameplay is going to be like. Almost done with Ninja. Congrats. What level did you get it to? I know you've been working really hard with it. And also, slightly excuse me, the next few streams, the pollen count here in Georgia is around the highest that it has ever been. And it is destroying me. Somebody that has severe sinus problems. Oh man. So, like, I've been taking loads of allergy medicine and sinus compression medicine and the works. So bear with me. Sometimes my voice might be a little different, a little off. I'm still glad last stream we actually got that clear with Ruby Weapon. Oh man. Talk about some weight off the shoulders. I would try to farm it, but I don't think I'm ready for farming status. We got very lucky. Mostly I got lucky in saying that. I didn't think we were gonna get it. We barely got it. It was like the nick of time. So if you didn't catch that, it was the last stream in Final Fantasy XIV here, worth checking out. But yeah, I don't feel comfortable as far as farming status with it though. I'd like to do it again and maybe see how much I can learn it in a more fluid way. Not Tanat though. Tanat's not the not for that. You can't really tell you about them without getting into spoilers, but they are human. Oh, that's interesting. That's something I was really wondering and thinking about today when I was reading about the story a little bit. I know one of them, is it the dad and the daughter, or is it the dad and the son, and then this one's like the son and his sister? Something like that. I was trying to read about it without getting into spoilers, just to see like some basic, basically what they were about. I know that they're like 1,000 years between each other, which is insane. But 78, that's actually pretty good. I'm really trying to work on my gunbreaker and get on that same path. I'm going to be trying now, with a lot less to do, a lot less fishing's going on. And I have a lot less to do with the summoner now as well. I've got a few things I'm going to keep doing, just like tonight I'm going to try to do the copied factory. I wanted to do Edenscape, but I need to do a copied factory to get more coins. Actually, I need to probably do Edenscape and forget about copied factory at this point. So I don't know, I might actually do Edenscape tonight. There's just a part of me that wants to do copied factory, mainly just the Nair replicant announcement. Me wanting to get back into those shoes again. I've been wanting to replay the game, but it's hard for me to play games like that are super like hard to just kind of like stop. I mean, that one, it has its moments where you can just stop with it, kinda anyway. So games like that, I usually try to just like stick to the streaming though. Especially if it's like worth taking the time out for. In a trial, it's all good. And good luck also. Good deal. Ugh, Choco, you're killing me. Cool. One out of the way. You do copied factory for fun? That's kind of how I feel about it right now. Like, it's just, I know I don't really have to do it right now. I don't even really need to do it right now. But just after the announcement today, I've just really been wanting to get back into that. We'll see here in a little bit. Rez, would you actually want to do Copied Factory? I mean, I could do, like, my raids tomorrow, technically. And still, you know, be right there before reset. I feel like there'll probably be more people doing it tomorrow anyway, especially considering how late it is. That also goes kind of within saying with Copied Factory as well, though. It's very late, and I don't know if anybody else is trying to run it right now. Honestly, I still don't have my pod minion from doing the Copied Factory. Hey, thank you so much. Hope the day becomes better. Definitely appreciate it. Lahi. So Minato, what all have you been into? Did you have a good weekend at least? I think yes, and drunken. Awesome. Might be a long queue. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it kind of goes either way, though, right now. It's very late. I didn't really mean to even get on so late tonight, but it just was in the cards that way. It's kind of funny how they just didn't even give this person a name. He's just Poultry Man. They didn't even try. Yeah, I'm the Poultry Man. Had a good weekend. Really been playing Destiny 2. That's cool. To be honest with you, I'd never even played Destiny. It's that whole, like, genre was kind of iffy for me. I never actually got into it. My brother played it for a long time, though. He tried to get me to get into it. Again, I've no reference to it. I always felt like it kind of had like a Halo feel, and I never really got into Halo that much. I wouldn't know though. Was it the company, the people that made Halo? Bungie, I think maybe. I could be wrong. Man. I should have went the other way. So Replicant is brother and sister, and father-daughter. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought I'd read. Bungie made Halo, thought so. It's interesting though. I wonder what, like, how many differences there'll be. It makes me actually wish I would have played the older one, but I'm sure this one will be great. I'm sure the graphics are going to be amazing. Okay, finish these up really quickly. Have I ever had that card? Nope. Menzume Mola haha. Mola jaja. Okay. That's out of the way for the knot. I wonder how far I am. Not too much farther. Like 2 more knots and we'll have the next part of that story. Does anybody know how far the Kitari actually, actually go as far as the, is it 7, like the Pixies? I don't really know, myself, honestly. More or less the same story. Father is more emotional. Really? I guess I could see that, you know, like, father-daughter, you know, the father's gonna be, like, more protective, probably have it more of an incentive. And brother-daughter, I mean, there's probably gonna be, like, a rivalry a little bit somewhere in there. Kind of almost probably the same feels in a way, but probably, like, you know, that sibling rivalry that's constantly in a lot of games. I'm speaking out of speculation, I don't really know. I've never even played, either one of the original Nier games. But excited to actually get to now. Seeing a PlayStation 4 installment is going to be very exciting. As long as they don't change Kane's outfit. So, Riz, which one would you rather do? You want to try to do the copied factory, or do you want to try to possibly do the Edenscape stuff? Either way, it doesn't matter to me. Switch characters, it's all good. Also should do the Pixies. There's a little bit of story left. Take the quest that unlocks when you do all the Beast Drop quest. And the rank is 8. Really? Okay, I'll do it. Not to not. maybe one day this week I'll do it. I'm gonna have a lot of extra time on my hands for sure, so definitely. I thought that it was the end of the Pixie stuff. Interesting. Both. Been in a funk where you don't feel like playing casters seriously. I feel you. I don't know if we'll have time to do both. Let's do Copied Factory and see where it's at from there. Mainly just because I really want to do a little bit with the Gunbreaker tonight and try to get a little bit of levels on there, at least like 1 or 2 on the Roulette. I'll go and we'll try to copy factory. We'll see how long that's gonna take. And if it looks like it'll take a long time, then we can just do like Eden's verse. I'm just in a weird like mood. 18 minutes. Might have to just settle up and do the other one tonight. It is. Oh. Okay, maybe not. Just need 1 tank in 8 DPS, but you know, it's still, it was pretty quick. There's other people out here wanting to do it. Rank 8, you think is odd? Rank 9 is when you have all the beast trap. Rank 8? That's cool. Oh shit, I didn't add you to the group. Okay, my bad. I forgot that I added your, the Lalafell to the group. Sorry, I'm kind of out of it. Maybe we'll have that same luck though, with it just like pouring in a bunch of people all of a sudden. Yeah, okay, sweet. Oh man, it's hard to believe the Final Fantasy VII remake's just around the corner as well. Although I heard that there was like a mix-up, apparently because of the whole COVID-19 thing, the physical copies were gonna get delayed, but somehow there are people getting copies early, which is insane. I wish I'd get my digital release early. And I actually have not played the story, so I don't know anything about it. But Stacy and I actually played a little bit of MK11 on multiplayer last night, and oh man, the graphics, the gameplay, the gore, it is so good. MK11 is amazing. Seen people with Resident Evil 3 copies already? That is insane. I wonder if a lot of it has to do with like gaming companies. You know, sometimes they'll get their shipments early and they're supposed to like put them in back stock until actual release. And I wonder if like they're just kind of like letting them slip out, you know? I've been wondering about that. Like a dude at GameStop told me when the original Persona 5, I'd actually pre-ordered it and I got it the day it came out. But he had told me that it had actually been there for a whole week in the back. But they weren't allowed, like, nobody was allowed to go touch it. Nobody was allowed to get it out of the box. It was basically, like, they got the package, they told them what it was, it had to go to the back, and then everybody had to forget about it until the release day. Gosh, I'm kind of miss getting games from GameStop. It's doing the MK11. It's actually a really decent game. It's pretty reasonably cheap right now. Be careful doing it, because I've heard a lot of Amazon employees are being tested positive for COVID-19, but I got it pretty cheap on Amazon. I'm loving it so far. I can't wait to play the story. I need to finish the story. I've got 2 chapters left of MK10, or MKX, however you want to put it, but yeah, 2 chapters left, and then ready to just start MK11. really want Persona 5 Royal. I'm in the same boat. It's going to be a while before I actually get it and play it, though. Quite a while. But it doesn't make me too unexcited for it. At least, like, some of the hop will be down. I don't have to worry about, like, spoilers as much. Which, you know, I've already beat the original, so don't have to worry too much about that anyway, but still yet. I wish there was more to do during these times. I talk about it all the time. I should have saved the Beast Tribe quest. This would have been the perfect time while we were in this queue. So, Riz, how you liking the Machinist? Wonder how long Final Fantasy VII Remake will be. The Spawn DLC. Yeah, the Spawn DLC looks amazing. I want it so bad. Like, there's a few of them I don't care about that much. But the Spawn DLC looked amazing. I can't wait till the new Spawn film gets more details and they're closer to a release date on that. That film hopefully will be just as amazing as the hop sounds. Go do the Pixies. I guess that's true. It's sadly, Steven, actually going to be episodic again. This first chapter is supposed to be only the Midgar section of the game, but they've added a lot more, like, more backstory, added story as far as, like, new content, and a few other side quests, apparently, that's supposed to make it feel more like a real game, and a full game. And, I'm not really quite so sure how much of it is actually going to be. Like, there's a lot of question. A lot of people are, like, we all know that it's going to be at least 30 to 60 hours. It's kind of like standard. A lot of people are giving it the 30 to 50 hours, comparing Final Fantasy 15 and 13 when they said it would be a full game, but slightly, you know, built upon as far as another story goes into it. So, you could go on the falter of the last few and say somewhere between 30 and 50 hours. I don't know how they're going to add that much into that little sector of the game, but I guess we'll see. I don't really know. It's nice. Didn't realize it as hard as it is. It's pretty fast. Yeah, I haven't played Machinist since I got mine to 70, and I basically just quit. Was playing it the other day and realized that Morgana is also the voice of Sothis from Fire Emblem 3. That's cool. I really haven't played much Fire Emblem. I feel like it's just like a huge portion of my life that I've just kind of like, I don't know. I feel like I just need to break down and do it one day. Like, I played it a little bit when I was younger, but I've never actually owned a Fire Emblem game. the Midgard stuff in the original PlayStation 1 version is not very long. Honestly, you could probably get through the first disc in the original Final Fantasy. If you take your time, I would say like 12 hours, which is baffling, because it would never take me 12 hours. But you know me, my characters are always under-leveled to a lot of people's standards. So on average, I would say it takes people like 5 to 6 hours, maybe on the first disc in the original Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation 1 and Midgar. So they're really, really building upon this story, to tell you that much. She kinda is too. It fits. I feel ya. Stupid annoying cat. But yeah, I mean, it just depends on how you would play Final Fantasy VII as far as the PlayStation 1 game goes. You got me. Like I said, I did that in like, I could probably do it in like 6 hours easily. But if you really, really take your time, I mean, it could be like 12 hours easily. Especially if you're grinding and all that stuff. I don't do a lot of grinding when it comes to that stuff in video games. I just like to read the story and play through and just keep it going pretty on point. You know, I don't grind a whole lot. And well, I mean, as you know, a lot of you've watched me play mini games. I don't really grind very often, except for in this game. And I mean, it's a little different. It's an MMORPG. You kind of have to. But yeah, as far as the original Final Fantasy VII goes, it kind of is like your own playthrough. Just depends on what you're willing and wanting to do and how long you're willing and wanting to let it take you. That's the best way I know how to put it. There's some people I've heard that they say it took them even longer than 12 hours. So there's also that. Like, gosh, I can't remember who it was. They were telling me that they spent 90 hours total in the game, and I thought that was insane. Like, I think the most time I've actually spent in the original Final Fantasy VII was close to like, it was close to like 60 hours. So hearing somebody have a whole 30 hours ahead of me just like going through the game, but they were trying to make sure they got all the characters' moves unlocked, all the weapons unlocked, like everything. And there's a lot to that. It's something that I'll admit that I've never done. I've gotten like every summon in the game, but I've never spent 90 hours in the game. So are all these like, more addressed to you, I guess, Minato, or anybody that's ever actually done these at this part, are all these rinse and repeat as well, or are these like new? I'm assuming they're rinse and repeat. Just out of curiosity, I don't want to like sit here and read it and then realize I've done it before, or, you know, something like that. All old? Okay, good deal. Let me just hop right through it. Okay. They're all like kind of spread out to the north. All three of them to the north. Okay. Good deal. But yeah, from what I've seen just in cutscenes, they've added a lot to the Final Fantasy VII Remake as far as the story goes. There's new characters that weren't there, that just were not there at all. Like, they completely made up new characters. One of the things it looks like they're gonna do is, I don't know if you've ever seen Final Fantasy Advent Children, but there is basically a sickness that people that were exposed to the Mako or the Mako in the game. that they ended up getting this thing called geostigma. And it looks like they're going to be reflecting upon that a little bit more. I don't really know. It's just from like what I've read. And if so, that makes me very excited. It's something that was a nice little touch to the Advent Children movie. But it kind of leaves you in the dark a little bit too. They never really led up to it. It's like all of a sudden, the people who were exposed to Mako has geostigma. That's about it. They explain it a little bit more in the complete version, but still not enough to actually make it make complete sense. Where in the world is this? I'm running out of ground here. Oh, okay. That makes much more sense. Never understood how it spread so widely. Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me either, to be honest with you, especially considering they were showing children with it that you know were never exposed to Mako. But apparently the people that were exposed to Mako were the ones who were supposed to get it, so they never really made light of that enough in my situation. So, again, you know, I'd really like to see them glean in upon that a lot more. And it looks like they're going to, again, I still don't really know or understand how they're going to do it. But from what I've read and what I've seen, it looks like that's like one of the things that they're going to be doing. Or at least I'm hoping so. Again, it's a big hope, I feel like. And it just kind of seems like it. We'll, you know, obviously see when the game comes out, but ooh, sweet. Sorry for possible spoilers for anybody that's never seen Advent Children out there. I just usually naturally assume if you're a Final Fantasy fan, you've probably seen it. It's phenomenal. I recommend it. Even though if you've never played Final Fantasy VII, you got spoilers coming. Not a whole lot randomly, believe it or not, but you got some. And it is a sequel. Here we go. Here we go. Ah. Gosh, there's so many questions I want to ask you right now, Steven, about Replicant. Like, I know it's a prequel game, and there's, like, loads of years between. But is it pretty post-apocalyptic as well? I'm trying not to get too spoilery for myself, so if I start treading in that territory, it's okay to not answer the question. But I feel like that one's not too bad. I always like me a good post-apocalyptic game for some reason. I can't really explain it. I don't know if it's like a bad thing or why my brain likes video games like that, but like me a good post-apocalyptic game. What's up, Handsome Cruz? How's it going, Handsome? How have you been? How was the weekend? Just wish they had done more with Genesis. He was in Crisis Core and the secret ending, the Dirge of Cerberus. That's it. It's very barren. That's cool. Believe it or not, I'm a huge Final Fantasy VII fan. I actually own Dirge of Cerberus. I've never actually played it though. I've always wanted to, and again, I actually own a copy of it on PS2 in my room. Thank you for the save. But yeah, I've never actually played it. I've wanted to so bad, so many times over the years. I played Crisis Core, and I really like the fact that they dive into Zack's story a lot more, and even to Cloud a lot more. And you get, you know, the feels with Angel, and, you know, the whole works. But, yeah, I've actually never played Dirge of Cerberus. I've always wanted to, and again, I even own it. I've just never actually played it. I bought it right at the time I started streaming on YouTube. Like, the same week I started streaming on YouTube, I had bought it, and I had all my plans. That's when I was doing mostly older Final Fantasy games, and it was on the list to be played. And now, like, I have, like, absolutely no way to even stream it on a computer now. Or period for that. I used to have a PC that I had rigged up with I had an emulator, like a legal emulator there, not an illegal emulator, believe it or not. And I actually had it set up so I could play PS2 games on it. And that was on the old PC, on the old stream build that I was using. And now I don't even own that PC anymore. I guess I technically do, it's just completely out of commission, and it would not even turn on now, so... It's just hard for me to throw away hardware like that because it's so easy for people to, like, just get personal information off of it. Doing alright? How are things with... They're okay, you know, can't complain. Nothing to brag about, really, but, you know, can't complain. Getting hit a little bit with this COVID-19 thing, but nothing too seriously. I've worked at my job long enough, I'll actually be able to draw unemployment, so I'm not, like, completely worried about it, but it would be a lot if I said, you know, there wasn't a little scare, but I'm staying confident right now. Thankfully, I've also taken out, like, my vacation funds at work, so trying to look on the bright side of things. Decent game, if you can afford it. You can get an Elgato, but very expensive. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I might just... I've got a lot of time on my hands during this break. I could actually probably try to play it then. I don't know. I need to break down and just play it one day. Like I said, I've always wanted to, and I actually own the game. I even got it PS2. Oh, that rescue killed me that time. But yeah, I actually remember when I bought it. I bought it from, I mean, we've all got them. One of those game stores in your town where they sell, like, used games and comic books and the works. There was one actually in the next town where I live. Or the next town over from where I live. And when I bought it, the dude was, like, telling me how great it was. But like I said, I had to, like, be like, yeah, I've never actually played it before, but I've always wanted to. But yeah, sadly at the moment, Elgato is kind of completely out of the question for me. Just any massive purchase like that, it's kind of... I've got a lot to manage at the time with me actually... So far it's just going to be a week, and I hope it's only a week out of work, but we'll see. A week and a day if you count last week. Replays. would really like to get at least one of the pods in here tonight. I still don't have that minion, and it bothers me. Wait, is Zombie here right now? Is she in a different party? She is! What are the odds? And she's not in the stream? It's okay. So, Rez and Steven, like, what do y'all think, like, the next part of, the narrates will be here in Final Fantasy XIV? Like, we obviously know it's gonna be, like, the carnival, but, like, I wonder what they'll do, and I wonder what boss they'll use. I've been wondering about that a lot here lately, especially today, with, Replicant being announced. Yeah, like, you know, Yoko Taro's just got, like, all kinds of things up his sleeves right now, with a re-release of one of his probably favorite games he's made to make a sequel to it, and, you know, also being able to rework a lot of stuff in this game as well, as far as, like, content, to his own standard. How do you not in the stream? Well, I'm glad you're here, Zombie. Hopefully you've also had a good weekend. Already have it on your alt? I wish I could get it. I don't know how many times I've even done this raid. Still don't have the minion. I'm glad you could make it to stream though, Zombie. Definitely. Well, if the second or third boss will be Swoon. Whew. Probably end up dying a lot, honestly. I just already feel it. Get the books and sticks on fire. Jeepers. Ah! Fourth boss you're kind of thinking might be non-S again? To be or Adam and Eve. I've been curious if they're going to add Adam and Eve in all of it. It's just one of those things, like, I think it's inevitable. Like, they have to add Adam and Eve. Like, it's such a big part of that game. Persona 5 Royal tomorrow and Resident Evil 3 on April 3rd. That's $120 of money you don't have. I have feels all the way. I don't know if I'd have even been able to get Final Fantasy VII Remake if it wasn't for my girlfriend. She actually, I've had a lot of stuff actually kind of like going on in real life here. I've been really optimistic about it. Like, just trying not to get down in the dumps or worry too much about things. And I didn't actually know if I was actually going to even be able to do Final Fantasy VII Remake, and my girlfriend was really awesome enough to actually pre-order that for me, which is really cool. Especially it was the special edition, or digital deluxe edition, which is really awesome. Though you're not sure, they might have been saving Adam and Eve for the third one, with the fusing together boss at the end. That's true. I could see that happening as well. I do know and feel for a fact that they will eventually be part of it, though, for sure. Jeepers. Oh, jeepers. But yeah, I've honestly been very curious in what they might add with this this next tier, so to speak. Like, again, we already know, like, they're preparing for the carnival. It was like in the quest that we did, you know, just a little while ago. Really has me curious for sure. Going pretty decent so far, at least. I've been wondering if they'll ever do like if they'll ever actually put 2B in it or anything. Like, I know we have 2P in this game, which is a little different. Honestly, if it given a different time, I would have guessed that they would have had this boss right here in the second tier. But, you know, surprisingly enough, and it's in this one, so. The old Goliath tank. Because, I mean, isn't the first one that you actually run into right there at the carnival area? I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, it was. You know, right there at the carnival area. You know, once you cross that wall, you've got that one. It's not even evil until you attack it. Again, if I remember correctly, it's been, you know, it's been a little while since I actually played Nair, but. Holy jeez. Is 2P a new thing, or is 2B? You have no idea. Well, 2P was in this game, and if it was ever a thing beforehand, I also wouldn't really know. And 2B was who we played as in the game, so I don't know if they just switched it up for this game, but I don't know why they would if they were going to just add non-S as well, so it sounds a little indifferent. I don't know, I've had a lot of skeptical thoughts about the whole thing, really. It's complicated. It may be something that I don't understand as well then. Sounds like it, possibly. Oh, jeepers. This thing totally fits its placement, though, for sure. Yeah, Jesus. Sorry, I was looking down. Should not have been. Need to grab some sleep. I totally understand, Steven. Really glad that you could get in here tonight and stick around and get in on some chat and talk about some upcoming content and stuff we're excited about. Hopefully you have a great night, get some good sleep, and hopefully Monday goes good for you. Definitely appreciate you jumping in here tonight, though, for sure. Oh, man. Well, at least so far so good. Jeepers. So anybody looking for some free games right now, they've been doing a lot of giveaways over on Twitter. A lot of gaming companies. I know Ubisoft recently gave away some free games, also had a recent sale. A few of the free games have kind of dwindled out now. I'm sure there'll be more though. Twitter's actually a really good place to actually follow when it comes to things like that. But hey, Minato, at least we get that update pretty soon on Fallout 76 for free. I've really been looking forward to that as well. The whole Wastelanders DLC. A huge part of me just feels like they've not had the best reservations coming from the original release of Fallout 76. A lot of people didn't like the kind of like raid thing that they added, and then a lot of people didn't even really like the Battle Royale that they added, which I loved it. I thought the Battle Royale was phenomenal, but the hop of it died out so quickly, it made it almost impossible to play. I mean, in its relevance, it was booming, but outside of that, I mean, it just, like, nobody's even on it anymore. But, yeah, oh man, the Wastelanders DLC, that looks like it's gonna be the kicker. At least I really do hope so. Oh, jeepers. Shit. Double shit. That was a lot for like 4 seconds. Huh? shit. Going pretty well. Good deal. It would have been a little nice if they would have went the extra mile and actually gave us a little voice acting with these. I get why though. I get it. It would have been nice though. Okay, I'm just gonna honestly pass on everything. I've got everything except for the pod. That's all I want is the pod. No, don't pass. Yes, pass. Oh, jeepers. All I need is the pod. That's it. Just the pod. And there's so many people still here wanting the pod. I'll never get the pod. Oh, a 96. Probably still didn't get it. Somebody's got a 97 now. Yes! Awesome. I did not see it happening, but I got the pod. That was awesome. What? Zoom through that raid? Yeah, that was pretty quick. Okay, I've got to take just a moment. I gotta take a restroom break, and I'll be right back. I'll make it super quick, though. Give me just a moment. Oh, good, zombie. Thank you, Riz. Phase skipped. I mean, it's always nice to do so. I'm glad that we actually had a decent run. It was actually a lot of fun. Hey, and thank you so much for the player accommodation. So, I'm gonna finish this up, and, Rez and Zombie, do you actually want to possibly do a few runs with me, in Roulette? You don't have to, you know, if you're not up for it. Don't really want to raid anymore. Like, I don't really want to be on too much longer than that anyway. Just like, a run or two as the gunbreaker through some Roulette, and I'm gonna end up calling it quits here. I got on here late, unfortunately, and I'm pretty tired, but not only that, I, also really want to try to get back to making some progress with the gunbreaker as well. Oh yeah, inventory. Pod 054. Does this thing do anything crazy? I see it has a gun, randomly. Sure. Okay. The healers hated you, really? Hatching Todd has started. I might do it tomorrow, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. I don't really want to do it tonight. Like I said, tonight, I'm just very tired. I've actually kind of had a stressful day emotionally. Like I was talking about earlier, I've officially, as my job has been affected by the COVID-19 thing, not to just bring it back up, you know, I said I'd end up talking about it, hey, one of those hunt things, a little bit more throughout the night probably, but yeah, my job actually has been affected by it now. I technically have gotten laid off, only for this week so far, and hopefully only for this week, but yeah, it's technically happened now, and I don't know how long it's gonna last. Hopefully not a very long time. But yeah. So I've been a little bit stressed today. You know, thankfully, I don't have to worry about things too much financially right now. But if I have to continuously just, like, have unemployment, then it's definitely gonna affect my life, so, yeah, I don't know. Just hoping for the best with it all. Kept pulling aggro for the ad. Really? Maybe we had a newer tank. Or maybe we're just that good. Just gonna speed through this really quickly and get to the gunbreaker stuff. So did they do anything cool with the Hatching Todd event? Does anybody know? One of the heaters put a side-eye face in the chat. Really? I randomly got a player combination, which was pretty exciting for me because I'm just now one more from having 1,000. And I'm really excited about that. So, Zombie, did you actually want to come with us and do some stuff as I run through some things with the Gunbreaker? If not, it's cool. I'm just going to do like a couple roulette. Maybe just even one, depending on where we go and how long it takes. Okay, that's cool. Ah, you're in a cutscene. But yeah, is there like an event to it, or is it just like a random quest? Like, I was reading something, Friday night, I believe, and they were saying that there was gonna be like an egg hunt, or something like that. Other than that, I don't really know. Sorry for some stalls though. I'm currently fighting Choco. Again, during this whole like COVID-19 thing, she has been much more affectionate than usual. I don't understand why. It's like she just knows something's up. And it has been brutal streaming like the last week. Like, she's just trying to, like, don't get me wrong, Choco appears in the streams a lot, especially when there's nothing going on, but when I gotta focus, it's hard when you got a dog that's just like wanting to move the whole time on your lap. It's one of the fate events? Ah, I see. I was hoping it would be, I like the ones when they get like interactive games, like you know, when they have the jump puzzles in the summer, or like you know, in the Valentine's Day event where you're with a partner going through the obstacle courses and, you know, doing like the memory games and stuff like that. I was hoping it'd be something sort of like that, but oh well. So is there a preference out of Roulette that the two of you would rather do? Like, we can do 50, 60, 70 dungeon, leveling, we can go trials and then 50, 60, 70, or leveling. Without a doubt, we know that leveling is going to send us somewhere rather, well, we're not going to enjoy it that much. Maybe not, though. Sometimes you get lucky. The feat's called a cluckin' catastrophe. Leveling will definitely give us Armville. That's kind of how I felt as well. And Armville is just not really my... Let's go trials first, see how that treats us, and then we can do like 50, 60, 70 dungeon probably. Without fail, yeah, I do actually get sent to Armville a lot. And it's not my favorite. I like how it does like a little almost dolphin jump. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long to actually get to this area. Number 6 on the duty finder, so hopefully not. Oh, there it is. Good deal. So I've got a couple ideas that I want to do for a tasting with Tumbles, which the tasting with Tumbles might be this weekend. But there's also a couple of things. I'm thinking about, like, gradually this week. I won't be at work all week long, so I've been thinking about doing a gradual, like a vlog day where I take some time out of my life and just do a nice little vlog for everybody. But then also doing like a week-long vlog, just like progressing through the week, what it's like. Oh man, this has been a while. Oh, okay. I've never tanked this before, so bear with me. I might mess up. It's been a while since I've been in Susano, and not only that, it's been even... I've never tanked it before, so... yeah. We might die. People might even get mad at me. Never tanked it before. Okay, okay. This should be fun.
Let the rebels begin! The seas part for we alone! The seas part for we alone! The seas part, for we alone.
Uh-oh.
Our hearts sing in the chaos.
This is the part that I've been worried about. So I gotta go gather orbs while he does that thingy. I know that much. He's gonna catch the blade. I gotta gather orbs. That's all I know, really. Orb time. Oh, shit. Then I catch the second blade, I think?
Rejoice!
Okay, that was decent.
Resilient souls, I salute you!
Again, I've never tanked this, so I know it was sloppy. Anybody that's tanked this on the reg, or back in the day in Stormblood when it first released, sorry. It was a firstie for me.
Earth and stone at our beck and call! The seas part, for we alone.
Ah, shit.
Earth and stone at our beck and call!
It was going so good. Until it didn't.
Let the revels begin! The seas part, for we alone.
Oh no.
The seas part, for we alone.
Going pretty well so far.
The seas part, for we alone. Our hearts sing in the chaos. Wild and pure and forever free. Rejoice!
Not really the side I wanted to be on, but it's okay. I keep having like extreme trials like stuck in my
I
head.
salute you. Earth and stone at our beck and call. The seas part, for we alone.
Oh, jeepers.
Such ferocity. Earth and stone at our beck and call. The seas part, for we alone.
Awesome. Whew. What a Tom. It's been so long since I've done Susano. Like I said, like pretty much last time I did Susano was when we were still like doing EX for the dog. It was fun though. At least it didn't take us too long. The first one got a little bumpy, but we got it. We made it. We did it. Thank you for the player combination. That was player combination 1000 right there. The 1000th player combination. That is awesome. 1000. Is there a tier for that? Do you get something for that? Is that a milestone? It should be. The 1000th player combination. Samurai feels slow at that level. I feel ya. There's probably a lot of like mechanics that you don't really have to your character at that point. So is there something? I mean, you don't get an achievement. I see that much. And zombie and res. I could do like 50, 60, 70 dungeons before I get out of here if you two are up for it. If not, I understand. I don't want to rope you into it if you don't want to get into it. Did you get an achievement? I didn't see one, unfortunately. But yes, that was player combination 1000, which makes me very happy. I need to go talk to John at this. Maybe he's got something. Not insta-Q. Wonder where we'll go. Keeping it Ozig. How long have I been playing? A little while. I started right before Stormblood. It was still during the Slope. It was still during the patch notes of Heaven's Ward. But I played for a couple of years. I don't normally tank as a main. I'm mostly a summoner main. Mostly playing DPS in the game. Secondary is actually not even a tank class either. My secondary is actually a I'll play Watt Mage as secondary. You get an achievement when you get 1,500. Damn. Well, it's okay. $500 more. Still, I mean, that's a milestone. Ah, shit, I didn't see the 1 sec. That's on me. Okay, still need 1 sec, or... Nah, I guess not. Yeah, it's a little... I didn't mean to the last time, it was just, that was on me. You don't think you've done this dungeon since Heaven's Ward? It's been a while for me as well. Good deal. Awesome. Here we go. Ew. I don't really remember how that one works, if I'm being honest with you. Ooh. Okay, don't move. See that now. Been a while. Shit. Double shit, double shit, double shit! Okay, good deal. I got a little spassy. Sorry about that. Been a long time since I've done this fight. The other fight before this, I could remember a little bit. This one, woo! Spassy. When Zombie said I'll bite your ankles, it reminded me of that Monty Python movie, Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. It's a classic, but the good old Dark Knight. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Come back here. I'll bite your ankles off. I think he says something like that along the lines anyway. It's been a long time since I've seen that film. Silence. We're almost out of here. Sloppy.
Yeah. Yeah. How'd you like these? Ugh. Sloppy.
Jesus.
I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy.
Sloppy.
For Alamigo! I have you now.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
How'd you like these?
Not very much.
Yeah! Ugh.
You're making me screw up, Griffin.
Sloppy. Ugh. Yeah. 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 Ugh.
I got something I didn't want.
Yeah. I'll tear you limb from limb. Yeah. Sloppy. For Alamigo! I have you now.
Not quite. Good deal. Traitor. Sloppy. Okay, what was that other thing that I got? Good deal. That was fun. Definitely killed some time. Didn't exactly get the amount of experience I was hoping I would get from it, but still, a lot of fun. And sadly, with that, I'm going to go ahead and call it here for tonight. Tomorrow, I will definitely be back on. What I'll do tomorrow, I'm not exactly sure. Gonna be doing a little bit more of the Beast Drop quest stuff for sure. Want to catch back up with the Pixies. Gonna be doing a little bit more with the Gitari. And gonna be doing more for sure. I actually really liked that dungeon. Yeah, it was fun. For sure, I'll be back doing more with the Gunbreaker and also more with the Summoner as well. But I am going to go ahead and call it here for the night. That's the best dungeon at Heaven's Ward. I mean, yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wish I remembered it a little bit more. I don't really get it as often as I would like. But yeah, I had fun doing it, for sure. But again, I am going to call it here for the night. Keeping it Isaac, glad you could come in. And Minato, thank you for the donation over on Twitch. Definitely appreciate that. And everybody that was watching on YouTube tonight, thank you so much as well. It's just pretty late. I've still got a lot of things to do tomorrow. Though I don't have to work, I still actually have to go to my job and fill out a lot of paperwork regarding things to me not going to work this week. And, you know, through this whole COVID-19 thing, everybody stay safe for real. It's officially affecting me and my job more so now. It's technically in every county now in my area as well, in my state here in the U.S., so things are getting a lot more serious in my area, and again, it's affecting my job now, so good vibes out to everybody out there, especially other people who are also getting affected by this. Stay clean and stay safe. Stay indoors if you can, and, you know, if you need to go out and, you know, get some good old vitamin D, at least be safe and, you know, practice social distancing for sure. You know, maybe not even just for your safety, but your family members as well. But I am gonna get out of here, and again, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be doing some more vlogging this week, and I'm gonna be trying to fix up some stuff around this week as well that's going to, definitely gonna hang in there, Rez. Definitely gonna be doing a lot more content here on YouTube as well with my free time. But thank you again so much for watching, and take care as well, keeping it Isaac. Again, thank you so much for watching and getting in here tonight, definitely appreciate it. But everybody, take it easy and have fun to everybody that's going to be still online and playing and whatever you have coming up, you know, and again, stay safe out there. Definitely stay safe, but hopefully everybody has a great night. And until next time, you know, and thank you also for all of the subscribers and followers on Twitch, and all of the subscribers and members over on YouTube. Everybody from the support on the Patreon. Definitely, well, that was the wrong one. I'm definitely already here. But definitely everybody that has supported the stream, past, present, from Patreon. I definitely appreciate every single one of you. It's definitely a big help, and hopefully everybody has a great night. And you know, again, if you're thinking about being a streamer, or if you already stream and you want to stream on multiple platforms, one thing that you could look into is a site called Restream, which you can find more about it in the description below in the video. And until next time, everybody, I'm out of here. Take it easy, have fun, good night to you as well, Rez, and everybody that was watching and participated tonight, thank you so much. But until next time, I'm out of here. Take it easy, have fun, and like I said, until next time, see you, Space Cowboy. I'm out of here.